So I don't really see gender within fragrances. I believe that fragrances either lean a little bit more feminine or a little bit more masculine, or right in between. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. You can wear whatever fragrances you want, as long as they make you happy and they boost your confidence. And this week, I went with fragrances that do just that. I sprayed them on, and they made me smell like a confident man. So stay tuned to find out what those are. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? Hope each and every one of you are doing great today. And welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Confidence through the art of fragrance. I've always loved that quote. And I'm going to share with you guys a little secret. Do you know what the beginning of confidence is? It's finding responsibility in yourself. Your thoughts, your actions, your words, and your emotions. You're responsible for all of them. Finding love in yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror every day and saying, man, I am really freaking beautiful, because you freaking are. But the way that you rock your swagger is the same way you need to rock your fragrances, with confidence. And all these fragrances that I rocked last week made me smell like a confident man. So let's find out what those fragrances are in today's Whiffs and Sniffs. First up, Monday. I rocked one from Roja Perfumery, and it's Vetifleur. Now, I know some might say that this leans a little bit more feminine, but on my skin, the masculine notes really take hold. And the masculine notes that really pop off my skin are going to be vetiver, musks, and oak moss. But you're also going to have some rose in here, and you're also going to have some iris. But this is like a classic take on a freshie, because that iris in there and that combination of iris and rose kind of gives it this almost soapy, fresh cleanliness, but in a very classic and dapper way. You also have a little bit of citrus just to start off the composition, but it's really the vetiver that's in this that really makes this thing super special and also makes it more masculine on my skin. Though I could see the florals really becoming more predominant on a lady's skin. I do get some beautiful florals in this, but again, it's that vetiver, that oak moss, and the musks. And you're getting that classic style musk. The oak moss is adding a little bit of a green tinge to it, and the vetiver is adding to the cleanliness, that little slightly soapiness of the fragrance. Now, I could see some of you gents out there thinking this is a little bit too mature for you. I get it. But as I've said before, might as well start now. Women are looking for a mature man, so might as well smell like one. I think you could wear this casually all the way to a suit and tie. It's quite versatile in that way. If you're a fan of classic style fragrances, or maybe you're thinking about getting into classic style fragrances, Vetifleur is a fantastic one. Because even though it's classic and it's got all those classic vibes to it, it does have some nice modern touches to it. So all day on Monday, I was smelling like a confident man, rocking Roja Perfumery Vetifleur. So Tuesday, I was going to be working outside. I was working at the river house, and it was cold. So I wanted something that would cut through the cold, but also exude masculinity. I was going to be working with power tools all day. I needed to smell like a man. So I decided to go with Tom Ford's Ebene Fume. Now, Ebene Fume is categorized as a unisex fragrance. I could definitely see this being rocked by a very confident woman. It's thick, it's dense, it's a lot of woods going on, a lot of incense. You have this really nice ambery sweetness through it, and a lot of spices. You're getting some Palo Santo, there's also some cedar, some ebony, just a lot of woody characteristics going on. There's also a lot of incense, so this is quite smoky on the incense side. There's some spices, but they're blended very nicely. Now again, nice ambery sweetness, but it's a very masculine fragrance. As a unisex fragrance, I definitely see this leaning way more on the masculine side. Though again, I think women could rock this. If you like incensey fragrances, if you like thick woody fragrances, Ebene Fume could be in your wheelhouse. Though I will say there are other fragrances out there that get the job done for less cost. If you'd like to know what those are, leave me a comment down below, and I'd be happy to put an episode out for you. But all day that day, I was smelling quite masculine, rocking Ebene Fume. So Wednesday, I decided to rock a fragrance that I've been wanting to get for some time now, because I really love the note of cannabis. And that fragrance I picked up, and I also rocked on Wednesday, was Cannabis Blue from Fragrance du Bois. Now, Christian Provenzano is the perfumer on this, and I've been meaning to get my nose on it for quite some time, but I just hadn't. But now I have a bottle, and I'm really glad that I do, because this is one of the most photorealistic, if not the most photorealistic, cannabis note I've ever smelled. At least in a fragrance, besides sticking my nose in a bag of dank, because that's what this smells like. Now, this is what I'm curious about, okay? Leave me a comment down below. Do you think that the smell of cannabis would be more enjoyed by the masses if cannabis had never been illegal? Do you think that we associate the smell of cannabis with something that's illegal? See, I like the smell of cannabis. It has this herbal, bitter, citrus quality to it. It's in the same family as hops. They're cousins. And I love hops. When I used to drink, I loved IPAs. The hoppier, the better. Hoppiness is happiness, in my opinion. And that's the same thing with cannabis. They share a lot of the same characteristics, especially with scent profile. Now, this has a lot of that herbal, skunky, as some would say, cannabis in it. You're also going to get some nice woody facets and some more green characteristics. There's a slight watery quality to it as well. But it's really just that cannabis, and that sticks around for quite some time. What I like about this fragrance is it's not a huge projector. You're not going to walk into the room and people are going to be like, oh man, I know what that guy's been doing. Nothing like that. This definitely sits a lot closer to your skin. At least it does mine. I get good performance. I get about 5-6 hours out of it. Though I will say I did wear this all day. I reapplied it later in the day. I sprayed a little bit more heavy and I got longer longevity out of it. Cannabis Blue is one of those fragrances that definitely, you have to be a confident man to rock. You have to enjoy the smell of cannabis. I would say this is more for the collectors. This is not something that I would wear all the time, though I think this will do really well in the spring and summer. I'm excited to wear it then. But Cannabis Blue is more of a novelty fragrance, in my opinion. Now, I think anybody could wear it. I'm going to rock the crap out of it. My suggestion to you is get yourself a sample and test drive it. Just trust me on that. If you like cannabis, if you like woody fragrances and green fragrances, then Cannabis Blue could be in your wheelhouse. But again, test drive it. So all day on Wednesday, I was smelling like Cheech and Chong rocking Fragrance du Bois, Cannabis Blue. So Thursday was a big day for me. I went live with Greta Beth on her channel with Christian Provenzano from Argos. If you have not checked that out yet, I'll leave a card right here for you. You definitely want to go check that out. I always enjoy going live with Greta Beth. It was so much fun. Christian is such an awesome guy, such an amazing owner, such an amazing perfumer. And we talked a lot about all of his fragrances and his upcoming releases. And pre-orders opened up for one specific one that day. And it's Pallas Athene, which was also my scent of the day. Greta had sent me a decant of this. Then Argos wanted to say thank you, so they gifted me a tester bottle. Thank you so much. Shout out to you guys. I really appreciate it. And I've had quite a few subscribers ask me if this leans a little bit too feminine. Let me tell you about the notes real quick. So up top, you're going to have some grapefruit, all right, and some red berries. The grapefruit and red berries add this nice fruity opening. And then you get into the florals, and the florals come in quite quickly. You're going to have peony, hyacinth, and rose. Those are the main florals that really stick out to me. And that combination adds to the sweetness and also adds a really nice aromatic quality. A nice sweet floral aromatic quality. But the notes in here that really make this more masculine on my skin are going to be sandalwood and vetiver. And those two notes really pop off my skin. But I love the floral combo. I love the fruitiness. This is a modernized Chypre, in my opinion. Now, there's no oak moss in this, but there are musks, and the musks are beautiful. But I will say this, it does lean more feminine than it does masculine, even on my skin. But I like it for that. This is a confident fragrance. I think this is an amazing addition to the Argos lineup. But you have to enjoy florals, and you have to have confidence in wearing floral fragrances. This is a suit and tie. This deserves a suit and tie. It's so well blended. It's smooth as a baby's butt. If there's one thing I can say about every single Argos fragrance is they are just very well blended, very natural smelling, and just so stinking smooth. But right now, they're doing pre-orders, okay? So you can get this for $255 for 100 ml. Can't remember what the 30 ml is, but $255 instead of $275. So you get $20 off just for the pre-orders. So get it while the getting's good. But like I said, if you're a man and you're confident wearing florals, that's all I gotta say. This. If you are not confident wearing floral fragrances, then I would definitely wait and test drive this. For you ladies out there, this is definitely gonna be in your wheelhouse. Just letting you know. I think this is gorgeous. Straight up gorgeous. So I picked up two really expensive fragrances, but I got them for really cheap, and I'm about to do an episode on both of them, but I decided to rock one of them this past Friday. Why? Because it's so freaking good. And it's Nishane Nefs. All right, so this is stupid expensive full retail. I'm not going to get too much into this fragrance. Like I said, I am going to be doing an episode on this one and on Shem. And don't worry, I did not pay the $1,100 for the two of them. I got a really stinking good deal. But I will say this, everybody who's told me about these fragrances, everybody who told me that I would love these fragrances, thank you, because you're absolutely right. Especially Nefs. Nefs is stinking good. It's expensive. $570 for a 50 ml. So what I'm going to say about Nefs is on the spectrum of feminine or masculine, this leans very masculine. This is fruity, it's boozy, it's oody, and it's rosy, all mixed into one. You get a little bit of leather in there, but that's all I'm really going to say, because I will be doing a full review on this and great alternatives to this, because even though this is Nishane on a whole different level, you don't have to spend $570 to smell like this. Now, those fragrances aren't going to smell anything like the quality of this, because this is ridiculous, but this is stupid expensive. So all day Friday and a little bit into Saturday, because this thing lasts forever, I was rocking Nishane Nefs. So Saturday, I went back and worked on the river house, and it was stupid freaking cold that day. I mean, I don't think it got above freezing. Can't remember. I might be in shock or still having symptoms of hypothermia because it was stupid cold. But I wanted a fragrance that would cut through the cold, but it was also fresh. So I decided to rock Terence Hughes, Alpha Man. Very masculine fragrance, but also I could see women wearing this as well, though it leans much more masculine, especially how the notes develop on my skin. Now this has neroli up top. You also have a little bit of citrus. Then you start rolling in some vetiver and some woods. You get some ambroxan and then the sandalwood. The sandalwood in this is incredible. This lasts me 12 plus hours. Alpha Man, for some reason, sticks to my skin. But this is such an incredible signature scent. You're not going to smell like anybody else. You'll smell similar because it is very mass appealing, but this is a lot more unique smelling. That nice combination of vetiver and sandalwood really make this a very masculine fragrance. It makes it very alpha. This is quite loud, all right? The projection on this is incredible. The longevity, incredible. I mean, performance all around. It's Terence Hughes. Need I say more? Anyways, all day that day, I was smelling like an alpha. Rocking Alpha Man from Terence Hughes. All right, last day of the week, we're on to Sunday, and I decided to rock a fragrance, a niche fragrance that I'm loving in 2022. And it's Roja, a Midsummer Dream. I can't get enough of this fragrance. I freaking love this fragrance. Man, the candied grapefruit that I get up top, the way that the benzoin is done, blows my mind in this. It just keeps me coming back. Like, I feel like I might be addicted. I feel like they might be putting a little bit of booger sugar or something in this to make me just want to keep smelling the damn atomizer. The orange blossom, the pink pepper, the cardamom, I mean, the rest of the spices. I think there's a little black pepper spice in there. The oak moss, the musks. I mean, they're all wrapped around and laying on top of this beautiful benzoin that just creates this very masculine, yet I could see a woman wearing this, but more masculine leaning fragrance. It's clean and spicy. It's floral. It's fresh. It's sweet. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. I mean, it... I think you saw that. I think my butthole just puckered. Did you see that? Okay. Of course you did. You're watching this on your TV or your phone. You definitely just saw that. Anyways, I think my heart I gotta wait till my heart stops palpitating. Woo. All right. So a Midsummer Dream is truly a dream. Though I think this does really well in the fall and winter time. I think it'll do good in the spring, and I also think it'll do well in the summer. I would just go a little bit easier on the trigger. Now, this is not a huge projector off my skin. First hour, I get great projection, and then it settles down to a really nice skin scent. But I do get really good performance out of this. I do get a full day's worth out of it. This thing exudes confidence. This bad boy makes me happy, and that's all that matters. So all day Sunday, Roja Dove's A Midsummer Dream had me smelling like the most confident man in the room. All right, another one in the books, guys. That is week number 27. Let me know what you were rocking this past week. If you catch a wild hair, you know what to do. Leave me your entire weekly rotation down in the comments. I look forward to knowing what you were rocking this last week. Were we Twinkies at all? Did we rock the same fragrance on the same day? Let me know. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.